Welcome to Creative Pages with Catherine. I'm Catherine, and I am thrilled that you are joining me today because I am kicking off something very special. Today is day one of the CM Creative Crew Christmas Layout Blitz. If you're looking for holiday inspiration, you are in the right place. Starting today through December 18th, the Creative Crew will have a new video release every day at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time. We have so many ideas we want to share with you to help you get those Christmas memories into an album. As host, I have the honor of starting the playlist, and the rest of the crew will be taking over daily until I come back to wrap things up on December 18th. So please make sure to check the description box below. I've linked the entire playlist there so you can watch all of the inspiration as it comes out. But for right now, let's get into the Christmas spirit with the Magic of Christmas collection. You're going to be putting together a double page layout that I think you're going to love. So grab a warm beverage of your choice and let's head over to my craft table. Here we go. For our Magic of Christmas layout, I'm bringing back in a little bit of inspiration I got from our 101 Scrapbooking Ideas and Sketches book. I'm going off of page 103. I turned this one into a double page layout using our Wanderlust collection as part of a 4-part series I did. And the layout, I don't know, every once in a while I just think about it and I'm like, it's just such a striking layout. I need to do it again somewhere. And I thought, let's bring it back for the playlist. And I'm going to go ahead and show you. This one is using our dark green cardstock for the base of our layout. I am using the Christmas tree paper that has the blue holly on the back of it. I went ahead and cut 1/2-inch strips with our gold diamond paper, and this one has the Christmas plaid on the back of it, and I've already gone ahead and attached it to the edges of my triangles. To cut your triangles here, what you do is you take your paper, you line up your point at the top, you place it in your 12-inch trimmer, you have to slide it under, and you do need to press down so you have more of a straight edge, and then you follow your grid lines across your trimmer. You cut down, and then you have 2 triangles, and then you take those 2 triangles and you cut those. Let me know if you can't figure this out. And then I went ahead and I took my top and bottom triangle that come out subsequently, and then I cut those in half because those are going to space through the middle of my layout. If you need a short, please speak up. Leave me a comment, let me know, and I will do in fact, I'll even keep this sheet just in case somebody wants to see a short on how I cut the triangles for this layout. It's not super tricky. You just kind of have to do it, basically. And then when you're lining up your 1/2-inch strips, you just kind of, it's not, you probably are leaving out 3/8. It's about 1/8 of an inch that goes behind. And I simply used my repositionable tape, and I went ahead and pre-did it to make life easier. And that way you all didn't have to wait through me doing that. But I will need to cut it afterwards. I've got my microtip scissors out, ready to go. We're going to line up this larger triangle at the edge of our page. Essentially, we're following the direction of the paper. So all of my Christmas trees will flow up and down through the page. I've gone ahead and pre-cut my other side. I'm going to follow this line here. Cut my point here. That's a little bit off. Let me go from the other end here. Probably I should have pre-cut it before I put the tape on, but that's okay. We're just going to go from here. And that worked out for me. So try to pre-cut that one before you stick it. Flip your paper over and follow the line of your cardstock to cut through this other end of your 1/2 inch strip. And if you want to keep those, you can. I probably don't think I'm going to be keeping these, but you never know. And I will say a big part of what inspired this layout for me, besides just thinking about this layout that I had from Wanderlust, is this mat here, the Don't Peek Before Christmas. It's one I had still in my mat pack from after doing my Magic Christmas Playbook expansion. And I just couldn't resist. I loved what the 2 mats I had left. I was like, why didn't I use these? But they didn't work out with the layouts I had created on that. So I'm so happy I get a chance to use them today. Let's go ahead and get these other 2 lined up. So you already, since this paper is directional, you do want to make sure that you are having your trees flow the direction where they are, standing tall with the stars on top. And then we're going to go ahead and flip our paper over. And I guess I could have waited to do the other ones with these, but we can do that on the other side of the page maybe. Go ahead and trim off these little ends that are sticking out. And we have our other 2 ends that we need to trim off as well. There we go. And our page base is ready for us to add our mats. So I have my Don't Peek Before Christmas. I also have a 4x6 and a 4x4 out of the Gold Star paper. This one I had a little bit of a harder time with some of the colors. I originally thought I was going to use the some dark green mats, but then they really disappeared into the base. I really liked how my Wanderlust one worked out with the browns and the lights and the darks, and so this one just worked out with adding a little bit more of the gold accent that we're using on our triangles here. And then we're going to bring in our 4.5 by 6.5 mat. You can add a photo on top of here if you want, but you don't have to. Whoops. And then I'm going to make sure I'm not sticking my mats together here. I'm bringing this one in from the edge over here, kind of lining up so it's centered a bit. And yes, I could pull out my zero centering ruler. I know it's one of my favorite tools as well from our November playlist, but it's not going to happen today. It's been a longish day, and it's Christmas time. It's the holidays. There's a lot of other things happening. I've been cooking a lot, so this is where we're at for now. I'm going to add my stickers at the end. I do have several stickers I will show you when I bring out the right side of my page, but that is it for the left side. On the right side here, we're going to repeat the process. I've already trimmed my point there. Let's flip all 3 of these and get some tape runner going. I can't wait to see what the other ladies have come up with as well. Just never know what will inspire a future layout. Although I do already have my second layout of the playlist designed, so that's something else y'all will have to look out for. Should be a good one. I'm excited about it anyways. Okay, we have all of our triangles down. Now let's go ahead and trim up a little bit here. All right, let's go ahead and clean this up. Put away your scissors. And now here was the other mat that I had. Our notes from Christmas Eve. I just thought that was so sweet. Worked really nicely with the color palette for the pages. And I just really, this one just spoke to me. Once it started coming together, it really started coming together. So we have another 4x4 and then 4x6 mat from the gold dot paper with the Christmas plaid on the back of it. And this was our 4.5 by 6.5 as Merry Everything on the back of it. It's always interesting when you flip it over and it's upside down. You just wasn't quite expecting that. And you could do smaller photos all through this page if you want. You can run them along the open space from the cardstock if you like. I'm just choosing to place larger photo mats on because I usually do like to use larger photos overall, not trim as much off of my photos. So just whatever your preference is, this layout will work for that. So here is the right side of our page, and bring in the left side again. All right. I just think it's a really striking page. I mean, your photos are just gonna pop for you, and we're gonna add a couple of extra elements here from our stickers. We have our Magic Christmas. We have Ho Ho Ho, and I just stuck these on one of my backs from our foam squares, and want to actually go ahead and use a couple foam squares. So I just seem to, when you're using up all your foam squares, it's nice to just keep a couple of those for placing some stickers. Sometimes a lot of times I'll just cut out the sticker and leave the backing from the sticker sheet on it. This time, I think I just went ahead. I don't have that many stickers left from this collection, so it made more sense to do it this way this time. We have our Ho Ho Ho, and then I have a couple of ornaments, and I have a few stars. Ho Ho Ho's going down here in that area. We have this green ornament. I think it makes sense to have more on this side of the page, maybe hanging down from our, actually, it almost looks like we could have it as like a little bell coming off of our, of here. So I'm going to put it this way. Coming in, following this line, the red line of our paper there, and actually I'm going to put this other one coming from this other end. Originally, I think I was going to put that one on this side of the paper. And then we have a few stars. I wonder if we should add our star as well. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and, so this one is the second one. Both of the stars, the gold stars, have like a little bottom on it, like they're supposed to be Christmas tree toppers. So I'm actually going to put that edge that's the Christmas tree topper behind my words, so that way it's not super obvious that our star is a Christmas tree topper. And then I have 4 of these other little stars left, so we're going to go ahead and string these around our Ho Ho Ho's, a couple larger ones, I have a couple smaller ones, and we'll just randomly place them. There we go. We are done. How's about that? I will hold this up close for you all again real quick. left side of our page with our little magic Christmas sticker cluster that wound up being a cluster, and the right side of the page. Thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure to check the playlist link daily at 6 p.m. Central Time for the latest inspiration from the creative crew. I will come back to wrap things up with the final double page layout on December 18th. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. I will see you next time.